Hi, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Kiara and this is Budget and Grow. In this channel we talk all things cash stuffing, budgeting, and debt crushing. And in today's video, we are continuing with my trip budgeting for my upcoming visit to my parents. So if you'd like to see the next part of this wonderful series, please stick around for the video and don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's go. How is everybody doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day, week, and month. This is a little weird for me because I am recording back to back. So for you, it is a different day, maybe even a different week. For me, is right after the previous video. I just had to cut it off because it's a lot of information to go through. So I knew even before I started that I had to do parts, but I just never recorded back to back like this. So let's get into the video before it gets too long again. Today we're going to be putting together my my little travel binder. So I showed you in the last video, this is my little travel binder and it's very adorable and I got it on Amazon. I will be linking it down below. I think it's a new shop, so it did took a while to get to the US. So if you're planning on getting this, they're very affordable, but it takes a while. So it comes with your card slots here and then this little sleeves. So I think I may be stuffing my passport here and maybe like my vaccine card. And then it comes with your traditional little pouches here. So that's cool. I don't know yet if I'm gonna be using these pouches or if I'm gonna use all of them, but I will be using some. But I'm gonna take them out because I'm not sure yet, so I'm just gonna put them to the side. And I'm gonna be pulling out the money. So I kept my money here. This is so good. I printed this from Canva. And we are just going to count the money that we have to stuff and then figure out our lives from there. So it's a whole lot of cash. The reason why I'm recording back to back is because I wanted to get this out of the way because it's a lot of money to have just floating around my house. So yeah, so we have, so actually I don't think I want to count. We've already counted this money before. I'm just gonna organize it. All right, so this is our money. It's supposed to be here $1,700. I'm pretty positive the whole money is there. So this is what we have to work with. And I also did a little bit of crafting and I'm gonna show you the little envelopes I made for this trip. Okay, so I made this little trip pockets, I like to call them. So basically I made this before I got my binder and then I had the idea of getting the binder, but I'm still gonna keep them because I think that it will help me keep all my budgets organized. So they all have like the name, shopping. I made this on my Cricut and they're just like made with vellum. So they're very lightweight. I didn't want to make them with cardstock because I don't want all that weight. And then I have this little just kind of like trackers and I put here the amount that is completely budget and this is the amount I'm going to be taking in cash. So let me explain. Number one, I want to explain you something about my city. I am from Lima, which is the capital of Peru, and it's a big city, right? It's like New York, like LA. So like any big city and big capital, there is a level of crime that you wouldn't find in a small town. You know, so I don't think I have to say much more than that. So I just don't feel comfortable carrying a bunch of cash. Like imagine this money triple this money in cash. No way I'm gonna be walking around like that. And I wouldn't even do that here, you know? So of course I'm not gonna take everything in cash. So what I decided to do is, and I already kind of did the breakdown. Some of them are not updated to my latest budget, but they are for the most part. So this is the total budget I have, and I'm gonna take only this amount in cash. The balance, I'm gonna stuff it into my checking account, and I'm basically gonna do the same system I do with my regular spending, which is I'm gonna be tracking all of my expenses. I'm gonna be putting it on my credit cards, and then I'm gonna pay at the end of the trip. I'm not gonna wait till the end of the month. The day that I come back from Peru, I'm gonna just pay everything in full. Of course, I'm gonna try to go through the cash that I have in hand with me, and then I'll start using my credit cards. But that's the system that I'm using, with exception of a couple budgets, probably tips. I'm gonna bring the whole cash because it's always better to tip in cash, and then a couple others. But I'll guide you through it. So. All right, so I have flights and hotel. So for flights and hotel, I have budgeted $340 in total. It was $240 for the tickets and $100 for the hotel, and I'm only gonna be taking $100 with me for hotel emergencies or other payments. So that is $100. Gonna put it here. And then I'm gonna be putting here on the side what I'm gonna take to the bank, okay? So that's 1, 2. So that is 50, 100, 150, 200, 20, and 40. 240 goes over there, and this is full. There you go. Next up, we have our airport transportation. That's gonna be $60, 30. So for this one, I'm gonna be taking $30 with me, which this is probably gonna be used on my return trip, and or for the air train, because if I recall, you can only pay cash for that. Subway, I'll just swipe my card, and then there, if I need, I don't know, if I need something else, I'll just pull my debit. All right, so we have that. So that is 60 and 30. So that means that we need to pull aside $30. There you go. All right, next up is cabs for Peru. Budgeted $60, and I'm gonna be taking $15 with me, cash in hand. And another interesting detail, in Peru, they don't take singles. So I need to take all my singles to the bank. So we have 5, 10, 15. So we stuff 15, and the budget is 60, so we need to take 45 to the bank. So we're gonna take 20, 40, and 5 to the bank. Perfect, okay. There you go. Groceries and utilities get $60, and the $60 I'm just gonna bring in cash because this is cash in hand that I'm gonna give to my mom and dad. So that's $60. There you go. Next up, we have our emergencies. And for emergencies, I'm only gonna take 25 with me in cash. And then we're gonna take 75 to the bank. 1, 2, 3. My phone stopped working, but I completed the 75 for emergency. Next up, we have going out. For going out, is the total is 300. And see, I tweaked this one because here it says 380, but I reduced it to 300 because I don't need to be spending 380 on that. So that is 300, and I'm gonna be taking actually a little less. $75. So I'm basically taking the 25% of my total budget in cash. So, okay, so we're taking 75 in cash. And then the balance in to bank, so that's 225, right? Yeah, 225. So we have 150, 100, 150, 200. I'll take 2 tens, and then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We finished all the singles, so that's good. All right, next we have dine out, and it's gonna be the same math. So we take 75 with us. And then 225. Oops, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 220 and 5. We are gonna take to the bank. Next up we have tips, and tips I'm gonna take just fully in cash. 10, 20, 30. I should probably make change, but I'll make change with some of the money from here. Like 5, you know what I mean, not singles. Shopping, my budget is 150. I'm gonna be taking 37 in cash. That is 20, 30, 5, and I guess I'm short by 2. That's fine. I'll compensate with another budget. Or I can just take the 35 and I'll just put the rest in the bank. It's fine. So that's 35. And let's do the math very quickly. So 115 goes in the bank. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15. There you go. This goes here. Gifts gets $100. I have budgeted 50, so this needs to change. There you go. So I'm gonna be taking 25 in cash. And then 75 to the bank. 1, 2, 3. 75. And finally, miscellaneous, I guess. Now we also have the pre-trip expenses, which I haven't make a envelope, and I'm not gonna make one because it's pre-trip expenses. So it's gonna go into my pink binder with my September expenses. So for miscellaneous, I have $50. I'm gonna be taking 13, so actually I'm gonna take 15. And 35 goes in the bank for that. Perfect. All right, and the balance should be, if I did everything right, should be $150. I'm not sure, but let's see. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, and 40. So I messed up my math a little bit, I guess. I'm sure by how much? 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, and 40. Okay, so I'm short by $10. So what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna correct it here because I'm just not gonna come up with the extra money. It's just too much. So 140, and of course, if I have a little extra here and there, like this last week I'm working before going on a trip, I'll put the extra 10, but it is not pressing matter as of today. So this is what we're gonna be taking into the bank. This is gonna stay here to stuff in our pink binder. So let's just organize this money and count it. I'm gonna organize it off camera, and then we're gonna count it together, see how much we are actually depositing on the bank. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 50, 550. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 50. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we are flying. We are taking to the bank $1,045, and let's do the math with the number that we had, okay? Because maybe I made a mistake when I was stuffing. If you caught the mistake, please do let me know because it's gonna drive me nuts. But I'm gonna do the math with the original 1,700. So 1,700 minus 1,045 is $655. So that means that I should have here $655 minus, actually, wait, is 655 minus the 150 from the pre-travel expenses that is gonna go to the pink binder. So that is $505. So I should have here $505 stuffed to take home with me. And let's see how much money that will be in my coin. So, and why I don't want to take all the cash with me. So that will be times 3.80. That will be 1,919 soles. So that will be like if I was carrying 2 grand, you know, in my pocket. So I'm not doing that. So yeah, I'm gonna take this with me. And also, once I get to Peru, I have a bank in Peru. Of course, I'm a citizen, so I have access to have check-ins and savings accounts there. I do not have any debt at home, so don't worry about that. But I do have a checking account. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm gonna further decrease this amount of cash. So I'm gonna get home, I'm gonna exchange these dollars for soles, and then I'm gonna probably only keep like a third of this money with me in actual cash, and the rest I'm gonna put on my debit card. So I'll probably run through all the money on my debit card first, and then I'll start using my credit cards from here and the cash that I have. Like the cash and the debit cards will be my first order of business, and then I'll just use my credit cards. I hope that makes sense. I know it's a lot to understand, but I mean, I'm sure that if you travel, you understand how currencies work and things of the sort. Also, so that is it for this video. I thought we were gonna set this up, but it's already too long, so I'll do another video for that. I might even upload it on the same day, like later in the day. But if not, you'll see it soon. All right, thank you so much for your time, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.